Today we are doing 1-6, day 2, other types of equations, and your learning goal is that you will be able to solve absolute value equations. To review, absolute value means how far a number is away from 0. So since there are two sides to the two sides of 0, a negative and a positive, you will always have two possible choices as your answer. Okay, so our first example, we have 2x minus 3 is equal 11. Because 11 is the same distance as negative 11, you're going to solve both of those equations equaling 11 or negative 11. And you just solve for x. So here x equals 7 or x equals negative 4. And you always want to check your answers to make sure they work. Because they may or may not work. So here we get 14 minus 3. The square root of 11 does equal 11. So that one works. And then we'll try negative 4. Excuse me, that's supposed to be an 11. And we get absolute value of negative 11, which is 11. So that one works. So this one will have two solutions. Example where we have to isolate the absolute value. So first I'm going to add the 15 over. Then I'm going to divide by 5. And then since 3 is the same distance from 0 as negative 3, I'll write my two equations. And then I'll just solve for x. And then we got to make sure we check our answers. So, remember, you have to check them in the original equation. To make sure that they give you 0. Okay, negative 1/2 times negative 4 is 2. Or negative 2. 1 minus negative 2 is negative 3. And the absolute value of, that's positive 3. Absolute value of 3 is 3. 5 times 3 is 15. So we have 15 minus 15 equals 0. That's true. So this one works. Then over here we have 1 minus 4 times 1. Which is negative 3. The absolute value of negative 3 is 3. 5 times 3 is 15, minus 15 equals 0. So this one works. Okay, so I'm going to isolate my absolute value. I'm going to get negative 4. Negative 4 is the same distance from 0 as positive 4. So I'm going to solve and get x equals -5 or x equals 3. So then I have to check my answers. So over here I'm going to get -4. Let's see, so that's 4 plus 6. 10 does not equal 2, so that one doesn't work. Over here, I'm going to get the absolute value of 4, and basically the same thing. 10 does not equal 2, so since neither work, that's no solution. Or you could just use this symbol. And that's it. I meant no solution. There we go.